Welcome to Health Channel. For coming videos, please subscribe this channel and get the videos instantly informed. Dear students, Help EDUCARE channel has started a new feature in its videos. Now each revision video has two sections. In first section, we will go through each topic of chapter. You have to listen and look on the screen sincerely, so that you could answer all the questions correctly, which will be given in existing MCQ section. Dear students of Standard 5, today, we will cover second chapter of EVS Part 1 book. Motion of the Earth. First, we will revise all the topics of this chapter. After completing the chapter, you will get some multiple choice questions. Attempt all the questions correctly and prepare yourself for examination. First topic of this chapter is rotation. To understand rotation, let's try this. Take a top, spin it and observe its movement. Have you observed that the top turns around itself? Any object that turns about itself actually turns around a certain imaginary line. The turning of an object around itself is called rotation. And the imaginary line around which it rotates is called its axis of rotation. To understand the Earth's rotation, let's try this. Take a globe like the one in the picture and spin it. Note the line around which it rotates. Now take a plumb line and hold it close to the globe as shown in the picture. If you cannot get a plumb line, tie a long thread to an eraser and make one. You will see that the plumb line and the Earth's axis are at an angle to each other. That is, the Earth's axis is inclined. The Earth rotates with its axis inclined like this. The line NS in the picture shows the Earth's axis. It passes through the center of the Earth. The points N and S are called the poles of the Earth. N is the north pole of the Earth and S is the south pole. If a circle were drawn around the surface of the Earth exactly in between the north and south poles, it would divide the Earth into two equal parts. This imaginary circle is called the equator. The two equal parts it makes of the Earth are called the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere respectively. Now try this activity. Stand a candle in the middle of a large table. Draw a big circle around the candle. Place a globe at any point on this circle. Light the candle. See that it is dark in the room. Suppose that the candle is the sun. Observe which part of the globe gets the sun's light and which one does not. Now, looking at the globe from the direction of the North Pole, turn it anti-clockwise. This is how the Earth rotates, that is, it rotates from west to east. As the Earth rotates, its different parts come into the light of the sun, one after the other, and turn away from it, also in the same order. Students, now we will try to understand sunset and sunrise by this activity. Stick a red bindi on the globe. Set up the previous model of the globe and the candle. Turn the globe anti-clockwise. Note when it is sunrise, noon and sunset at the location of the bindi. After one sunrise, note when the next one occurs at the bindi. You will see that this happens when the Earth completes one rotation, that is, when it makes one complete turn around itself. Our next topic of chapter is day and night. The period of time that the Earth takes to complete one rotation is called a day. A day has two parts. Daytime and nighttime, or simply day and night. For the purpose of measuring time, we divide the whole day into 24 parts, each of which is called an hour. Now, move the globe along the circle on the table. As you do this, keep rotating the globe, and ensure that the axis does not change its orientation. Eventually, the globe will come back to its original place on the circle. This is how the Earth revolves around the Sun, even as it rotates around itself. The period of time the Earth takes to complete one revolution around the Sun is called 1 year. There are about 365 days and 6 hours in a year. Have you ever heard of leap year? In the Gregorian calendar, the year is taken to have 365 days. It means that it counts 6 hours less every year. That makes 24 hours, or 1 day, in every 4 years. To make up for this lost 1 day, the month of February, in the Gregorian calendar, has an extra day every 4th year. That year is called a leap year, and it has 366 days, instead of 365 days, and February month in this leap year, has 29 days, instead of 28 days. Students, we must know some facts about day and night, months and year. You know that the length of day and night is not always equal. This happens because of the Earth's inclined axis and its revolution around the Sun. In the Northern Hemisphere, between 22nd March and 23rd September, the days are longer than the nights. Therefore, it is warmer there. Yes, it is summer in the Northern Hemisphere. However, during this same period in the Southern Hemisphere, the nights are longer than the days. The Earth gets less heat in these parts, and therefore, it is winter in the Southern Hemisphere. In the period from 23rd September to 22nd March, the days are longer than the nights in the Southern Hemisphere. It gets more heat, and it is summer there. In this period in the Northern Hemisphere, it is the nights that are longer. The Northern Hemisphere gets less heat, and it is winter there. Note that there may be differences in these dates due to the leap year. In India, summer, the rainy season, and winter are considered to be the main seasons. We also divide the year into 6 seasons, namely, Basant, Grishma, Varsha, Sharad, Hemant and Shishir. This cycle of 6 seasons is called the Ritu Chakra. Many of our festivals are connected with these seasons. Many of our songs and games are also related to the different seasons. Students, can you tell answer of these 2 questions? Number 1. What is the name given to the changing shapes of the moon that we see? Number 2. What are the names of the days on which we see a round moon and on which we see no moon at all? To know the answer, let's understand phases of moon. The full moon and the new moon. The moon revolves around the Earth and the Earth revolves around the Sun. However, these 2 orbits intersect. Hence, the Sun, the Moon, and the Earth are not always along a straight line. We see half of the Moon's surface, which faces the Earth. That is, from the Earth, we see only one side of the Moon. The Moon has no light of its own. We can see the Moon because of the Sun's light that falls on it. On a full moon night, we see the entire side of the Moon that faces the Earth. On a new moon night, we cannot see any of it. From the full moon to the new moon, the illuminated part of the moon, seen from the Earth, becomes smaller and smaller. From new moon to full moon, it again grows bigger and bigger. These different shapes of the moon that we see are called the phases of the moon. The lunar month and days. Students, you know that it takes 14 or 15 days from new moon to full moon. This is the fortnight of the waxing moon. After the full moon, the moon appears smaller and smaller, and after 14 to 15 days, it is new moon again. This period is the fortnight of the waning moon. Thus, the period from one new moon to the next is of 28 to 30 days. It is called the lunar month. Every day of the lunar month is called a tithi. You must always remember, the rotation of the Earth gives rise to day and night. The revolution of the Earth and the inclination of its axis give rise to the cycle of seasons. Now we have completed all the topics of this chapter. Before finish this section, let's summarize what we have learned. Point number 1. The rotation of the Earth causes day and night. Point number 2. The revolution of the Earth around the Sun and its inclined axis together cause the seasons. Point number 3. The revolution of the Moon around the Earth gives rise to the phases of the Moon. Point number 4. The period from one new moon to the next is called a lunar month. It has about 28 to 30 days. Point number 5. The fortnight ending on a full moon is that of the waxing moon. The fortnight that ends on a new moon is that of the waning moon. Point number 6. The days of the lunar month are called tithis. Now ready to solve some multiple choice questions coming in next section of this video. Question number 1. Any object that turns about itself actually turns around a certain imaginary line. What is called this imaginary line? First option, axis of rotation. Second option, North Pole line. Third option, South Pole line. Fourth option, plumb line. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is axis of rotation. Question number 2. The motion of the Earth around itself is called dash. First option, oscillation. Second option, linear. Third option, revolution. Fourth option, rotation. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is rotation. Question number 3. In a globe, the lower half part of it is known as dash. First option, Northern Hemisphere. Second option, Southern Hemisphere. Third option, North Pole. Fourth option, South Pole. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is Southern Hemisphere. Question number 4. The motion of the Earth around the Sun is called dash. First option, oscillation. Second option, linear. Third option, revolution. Fourth option, rotation. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is revolution. Question number 5. The imaginary line that divides the Earth into the North and South poles is called dash. First option, axis of the Earth. Second option, equator of the rotation. Third option, plumb line of Earth. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is axis of the Earth. Question number 6. The period of time that the Earth takes to complete one rotation is called dash. First option, a year. Second option, a week. Third option, a month. Fourth option, a day. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is a day. Question number 7. We also divide the year into 6 seasons, namely Vasant, Grishma, Varsha, Sharad, Hemant and Shishir. This cycle of 6 seasons is called dash. First option, Ashok Chakra. Second option, Ritu Chakra. Third option, Dharm Chakra. Fourth option, Veer Chakra. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is Ritu Chakra. Question number 8. In a globe, North Pole is placed at the dash. First option, top. Second option, left. Third option, right. Fourth option, bottom. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is top. Question number 9. The imaginary circle, which makes two equal parts of the Earth, is called dash. First option, axis. Second option, pole. Third option, hemisphere. Fourth option, equator. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is equator. Question number 10. The period of time the Earth takes to complete one revolution around the Sun is called dash. First option, 1 year. Second option, 1 week. Third option, 1 month. Fourth option, 1 day. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is 1 year. Question number 11. How much time the Earth takes to complete one revolution around the Sun? First option, about 365 days and 6 hours. Second option, about 30 days 6 hours. Third option, about 7 days 6 hours. Fourth option, about 1 day. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is about 365 days and 6 hours. Question number 12. In a leap year, how many days are in the month of February? First option, 31 days. Second option, 30 days. Third option, 29 days. Fourth option, 28 days. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is 29 days. Question number 13. The length of day and night is always equal. Is it true or false? First option, true. Second option, false. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is false. Question number 14. What is the name given to the changing shapes of the moon that we see? First option, phases of the moon. Second option, style of the moon. Third option, appearance of the moon. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is phases of the moon. Question number 15. In the period from 23rd September to 22nd March, the days are dash. The nights in the southern hemisphere. First option, shorter than. Second option, equal to. Third option, longer than. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is longer than. Question number 16. What is the name of the days on which we see round moon? First option, the waxing moon. Second option, the waning moon. Third option, the full moon. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is the waning moon. Question number 17. What is called the day of the lunar month? First option, Mas. Second option, Varsh. Third option, Dashak. Fourth option, Tithi. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is Tithi. Question number 18. What is called the waning moon in a lunar month? First option, Shukla Paksh. Second option, Krishna Paksh. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is Krishna Paksh. Question number 19. The rotation of the earth gives rise to day and night. Is it true or false? First option, true. Second option, false. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is true. Question number 20. A lunar month has 31 days. Is it true or false? First option, true. Second option, false. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is false. Question number 21. What is called the period from one new moon to the next? First option, solar month. Second option, lunar month. Third option, leap month. Fourth option, moon month. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is lunar month. Question number 22. How many rotations does the Earth complete during one revolution around the Sun? First option, 365.25 times. Second option, 365.5 times. Third option, 365 times. Fourth option, 364 times. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is 364.25 times. Question number 23. The moon has no light of its own. Is it true or false? First option, true. Second option, false. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is true. Question number 24. On a full moon night we see dash of the moon that faces the earth. First option, the half part. Second option, the quarter part. Third option, the entire side. Year, time, stars, now. Correct answer is the entire side. Question number 25. The image of a globe is given below. You have to identify the correct name of each part showing in the globe image. Year, time, stars, now. This point is known as North Pole. The upper part of globe is called Northern Hemisphere. The lower part of globe is called Southern Hemisphere. This vertical line is plumb line. The circle which divide globe into hemisphere is called equator. The straight line connecting both poles of globe is axis of Earth. And this point at globe is South Pole. Thank you for watching Help channel. For coming videos, please subscribe this channel and get the videos instantly informed.